Rastafarianism emerged in Jamaica in the 1930s, inspired by the teachings of Marcus Garvey, who prophesied the rise of a black king in Africa. Followers identified Ethiopian Emperor Haile Selassie I as their messiah. Rastafarians emphasized black liberation, repatriation to Africa, especially Ethiopia, and resistance to colonial oppression. They also promoted a natural lifestyle, which included a vegetarian diet and the use of ganja or marijuana as a spiritual sacrament. In the 1960s, Rastafarians were mostly from the lower socioeconomic classes. Their unconventional appearance, dreadlocks, colorful clothing, and their use of ganja set them apart, often drawing disdain from mainstream Jamaican society. Rastafarians referred to oppressive systems, including the Jamaican government and colonial legacies, as Babylon. This resistance made them targets for law enforcement and political leaders. Rastafarians were frequently arrested, detained, and subjected to police brutality, often without cause due to societal stigma and their association with ganja. A defining moment of persecution was the Coral Gardens incident. After a violent confrontation between Rastafarians and the police, the government launched a crackdown, with Prime Minister Alexander Bustamante ordering authorities to bring in all Rastas, dead or alive. Many were beaten, jailed, and humiliated. Rastafarians faced economic marginalization and struggled to acquire land for farming or communal living, which was central to their way of life. By the late 1960s, the rise of reggae music, spearheaded by artists like Bob Marley, helped bring Rastafarian culture and struggles to global attention. Rastafarians aligned themselves with global African liberation movements, emphasizing Pan-Africanism and unity among the African diaspora. Although tensions persisted by the late 1960s, some government officials began to recognize the movement's cultural significance and sought limited dialogue with Rastafarian leaders. The 1960s was a turbulent decade for Rastafarians in Jamaica, characterized by persecution and misunderstanding, but it also laid the groundwork for their eventual recognition as a vital part of Jamaica's cultural and spiritual landscape.